and always good. It makes the hour certainly going along quicker when you're putting out calls into the air and no one's coming back. But I do appreciate you hanging in with me, Chuck, and thanks very much. We'll wish you best 73. So I'll put out a couple of more calls, and maybe there'll be a whole stream of folks just waiting to jump in here. Victor Echo 3, Foxtrot Juliet November, calling on top of the hill. Your net control station for the 2 to 3 p.m. hour. And Victor Echo 3, Foxtrot Juliet November is standing by for check-ins, phone only. This is Victor Echo 3, Foxtrot Juliet November, calling on top of the hill in Hamilton, in your net control for the past hour, the 2 to 3 p.m. hour. Been assisted to change the frequency warm by Chuck, VA3CJZ. Chuck and I are both in Hamilton. And Chuck is, Rick is not available for his usual spot on the 3 to 4 p.m. hour on Thursday, and neither is Marty. And so I think Chuck is going to jump in and fill the void. And I get through with what I'm going to do between now and 4 o'clock. I'll get time there, and I may be able to come down to the shack, Chuck, and keep you company. VA3CJZ, VA3CJZ.
Okay, Marty, or Colin, geez, I did it again. My mind is somewhere else. Okay, sir, thank you also, and enjoy the rest of the day. It's a lovely 28 degrees here outside the VA3CJZ studio, and I'll be standing by if anybody wants to take over net control for the TransProvincial Net for the 3 o'clock hour. I'll be standing by. Okay. Good afternoon. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu on behalf of Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike. Both net controllers are unavailable, and I will be monitoring and taking any check-ins from anyone. VA3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, standing by. All right, let's try it again. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu on behalf of the TransProvincial Net controllers VA3, Charlie Whiskey Mike. My name is Chuck, and my station is in Hamilton, and looking for check-ins. Anyone, anywhere. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. On behalf of Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike, there are no net controllers on for the hour. Rick is unavailable, and Marty is also unavailable. He is away in Ottawa. And so I'll be monitoring the frequency for any check-ins. This is Chuck in Hamilton, VA3CJZ, standing by.
Victor Alpha. Victor Echo 3, Juliet, Uniform Bravo, John in Halliburton.
Okay, I copy. I think it's Victor Echo 3, Juliet Uniform Bravo, John in Halliburton. Come on in.
Thank you, Chuck. Your signal is reaching me here. A very good 5.9 and just over, almost peaking at a +10. Over.
QSL, John, QSL. I'm getting a lot of static here, but you're making it just above about an S9 to my location here below the escarpment in Hamilton. Rick is unavailable. I believe he has company. And Marty is away in Ottawa. So I thought I'd throw my call out because I normally stream this net on YouTube. And so I figured, well, if I'm going to be streaming, I might as well do a couple of call outs. Back to you, John.
Thank you for the reply. I'm aware Marty will not be there today and is in Ottawa. And I don't believe there's anybody inside the radio room that has a transmitter that's capable of doing this net. So I'll offer my call in here just to say that at least you got a call in today. And the static up here is a little noisy. It runs from S3 to an S7, but so far your signal is above all of that. Over.
QSL, John, thank you for that. And there is, well, I am streaming this net on YouTube, as I mentioned. If you just type my call sign, VA3 Charlie Juliet Zulu, into the YouTube search, and then click on the live button, you can follow along. And Doug, I believe, is in the radio room at the moment. And he just told me that he would like you to meet him here on 7.100 at 1800 hours today. Over to you.
Roger that. I do believe Doug is in the radio room without the transmitter, but I certainly received your message there that he requests my presence on the 7.1 megacycle at 1800 hours today. Over.
Okay, John, I missed the last part of that. Is that are you confirming that you will be here at 1800 hours?
That I'm expecting Doug to meet me on this net at 7.1 megacycles at 1800 hours this afternoon or a little later. Over.
Okay, QSL, John, I received your message, and I believe that Doug is listening as well, and he heard that. So thank you for that, John. Everything else going well? How's the weather in Halliburton?
The weather up here is quite windy and had a lot of rain this morning, and so the rain has now stopped. It's cloudy and with occasional sunny breaks. Temperature is around 19 degrees Celsius. Over.
QSL, John, I I have a much warmer temperature than you here. We're at 28 Celsius, 28 Celsius, and it's a lovely day. We didn't get any rain, but there's a lot of small cells that are going over us in this area and moving off to the east northeast. So it should clear up. But thank you for that report, John. Anything else?
Nothing else to report. The visitors up here are very few in number, and so I'm expecting the big crowds to come up for the weekend, but the weather does not look too great for cottages. Over.
Well, you know, John, when it comes to the end of summer, I think people are willing to take those chances and come prepared for weather, regardless, because there aren't too many of those weekends left, and so you'll see people come no matter what. That's my prediction.
I'll go along with that, but I am expecting the usual crowd around the Labor Day weekend. That's when everybody comes up and has all their power boats and having a great time. But this weekend is probably a little iffy. I myself do not like the Labor Day crowd and will not be at the cottage on that Labor Day weekend. I will be at home in Hamilton. Over.
Well, that's it, right? If you're not comfortable with that, you just come home, and that's just the one weekend where you know, you're not going to get upset because you won't be there. Good plan there, John. All right. Well, thanks for checking in with me today, and I guess you'll be back around 1800 hours to talk to Doug. Thank you again, Victor Echo 3, Juliet Uniform Bravo, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
Thank you, Chuck. Roger that. I'll be talking hopefully to Doug later on this afternoon, and all being well, I'll be back in the radio room next weekend. Unfortunately, I won't be on air, but I will be there in person. Over.
All right. Well, maybe we'll hear you on the airwaves there, John. In any case, take care of yourself and be safe, and enjoy the lovely weather that we have until the cold comes. Thanks again.
Thanks again, Chuck. I'll say 7-3, VA3JUB from over to VA3CJZ.
Thanks, John. And this is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, on behalf of Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. Both Marty and Rick are unavailable for the net for the 3 o'clock hour. And so since I normally stream this net on YouTube, I figured, well, what the heck, I can always throw my call out and see if there's anyone that would like to check in. So anyone, anywhere, this is Chuck in Hamilton.
Victor Echo 3, November, Sierra Victor.
Victor Echo 3, November, Sierra Victor, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet, Zulu, Chuck in Hamilton.
Hey Chuck, name's Terry, located in Kitchener, just playing around with a couple antennas here. Right now I'm on my 80-meter doublet. How do you copy me?
Well, Terry, nice to meet you. The name here is Chuck, and I'm in the lower part of Hamilton, and I've got you at roughly 10 over S9 here on my Yazoo. Over.
Yeah, very good. I'm very familiar with your stream. I've been in there many times. All right, let me, just going to move over to a 40-meter delta loop I threw up here. I'm not sure how it's going to sound. I'm not sure if we're going to have any RFI on it, but let me switch over to that and see how it sounds.
Okay, very good. Standing by.
Okay, this is a 40-meter delta loop. How copy now?
Okay, that time seemed to go up, maybe a solid 10 to just over 10 over S9. So this antenna seems to be hitting me a little bit stronger. Terry, over.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, sounds like I got some pretty serious RFI on this antenna here, so not sure it's going to stay, but I'm just playing around with a couple antennas here, so I appreciate that. Won't hold you up, like being for the pod anyways. I'm not sure how the band conditions are doing, but hopefully you get a few more check-ins.
Yeah, very good, Terry. Well, the audio on this antenna is a little bit punchier as well, so it enhances that signal, and so very good. Okay, glad to help out, Terry, and thank you for stopping by. Anything else?
No, nothing else. Are you streaming today, or are you just doing the net?
Oh, yes, I am streaming as well, so it's a little tricky handling everything at the same time here, but I am keeping an eye on the chat box and see if there are any questions or check-ins or comments. And so, yeah, I thought I'd fill in for the guys there. Nobody's around.
All right, maybe I'll go over and check out the stream thereafter. All right, Chuck, very good. Thanks very much. Thanks for filling in, and hope you get a few more check-ins there. Thanks for letting me in there. We'll turn it back to net control from V3 and SV here in Kitchener.
All right, very good. So we'll clear with Victor Echo 3, November Sierra Victor. And this is Chuck in Hamilton, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. On behalf of Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike, both Rick and Marty are unavailable, and so since I am streaming the net on YouTube, I thought I would do a few call-outs to let people know that there is someone here. Anyone, anywhere, if you'd like to check in, please come now. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. On behalf of Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike, both Marty and Rick are unavailable this afternoon, and so I am standing by for anyone wishing to check in. Chuck in Hamilton, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. This is Chuck in Hamilton, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. On behalf of Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike, looking for check-ins, anyone, anywhere. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu on behalf of Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike. Both operators are unavailable. Marty and Rick are now currently unavailable for the net. And since I am streaming this net on YouTube, I thought I would let everyone know I'm here if anyone wants to check in. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. Oh, I'm sorry, that was very quick. Can you try again, please?
Victor Echo 3, London, Queen Victoria.
Victor Echo 3, London, Queen Victoria. Come on in.
Good afternoon. My name is Bush. We're located in North Bay, the land of inopportunity. I didn't say that, did I? Anyway, I thought I'd give you a bean for the pot because you're starving right now.
Oh, well, thank you very much there. I'm sorry, I didn't quite copy your name. This is Chuck here in Hamilton, and you're in North Bay, correct?
That'd be correct. And the name is Butch Bravo Uniform at Tango Charlie Hotel. My not web page, but QRZ says Gerald, but if you look carefully, it should say Butch as well.
Oh, okay, very good, Butch. Nice to meet you. And what's the weather like in North Bay? It's 28 degrees here in Hamilton.
Let me check. I think it's 23 last time I looked, but I'll just check. I just got back from Victoria the other day, on Monday. And it's the first time I've been down here in the shack, and things are turned off, and some are on, some are off, and I feel like I never knew this station all of a sudden. Okay, we got something coming up here. It's slowly coming up. I must be dreaming because it says 19. 19, cloudy and windy. We do have some charcoal colored clouds out there that look a little darker in spots. So we should be getting more rain. The sun came out for a while, and they tell me it's raining right now. It says light rain showers. We'll see if I go up and look. I bet you it isn't. You know how it is with these weather forecasters. VA3CJZ.
Yeah, I hear you, Butch. Well, here it's the same. Sunny, cloudy, sunny, and cloudy. I looked at the weather map, and it shows a lot of little cells all over the place. So if anything does come down, it's just going to be for a minute or a couple of minutes, and it's going to move on. So, but yeah, I was speaking to somebody in Halliburton, and they said it was like 19 degrees there. So 28 here in Hamilton, and a little bit of humidity.
Yeah, it's nice weather, but you get into that sticky stuff, you don't feel like moving, and when you do move, you start to sweat.
Yep, and I'll tell you, I'm not a big fan of sweating right now. I like the cool temperatures there, Butch. Anyhow, thanks for checking in, sir. I do appreciate it. It's a pleasure meeting you. And I have you on my notepad here, and I will pass along your call sign when I get a hold of Rick there. Over.
Roger. We'll be down here trying to figure out what's working, what's not working. I made sure I shut everything down before I left, but I figured out what order to do them.
Yeah, that's it, right? So sometimes you just have to be patient, and then eventually it'll all line up there, Butch.
Roger. Well, 7-3, Chuck, thanks for taking my call, and it's been a great day so far, so continue having a good one. VA3CJZ, that's in order.
Okay, very good, Butch. And just so you know, I normally stream this net on YouTube for Rick and Marty. And so if you type in my call into the YouTube search and then click on the live button at the top, you can follow along in the chat and say hi if you like. And I see that Tom, Victor Echo 3, Mexico, Quebec, has checked in on the YouTube stream. And also Tom's daughter, Victor Alpha 3, Bravo India, Kilo. Thank you for checking in there, guys. And I hope all is well with you. I believe you're up at camp. Or you may be at home, not sure. Anyhow, this is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, Chuck in Hamilton. As Rick and Marty are unaware, I am doing call-outs for anyone who would like to check in.
Echo 3, Romeo, Oscar, Romeo.
Oh, Victor Echo 3, Romeo, Oscar, Romeo. Rob, come on in.
Good afternoon, Chuck. How are you doing today?
Doing pretty good. I was a little bit surprised to hear that there wouldn't be any net controllers as I was getting ready to start the stream. So kind of got caught off guard, but no big deal. We had a few people stop by and say hello. And yeah, it seems like a not too bad day out there. You get a little bit of a break from the direct sun if you're doing anything outside, so that's nice.
Yeah. Well, it's good to hear you're doing some net controlling on the TransProvincial. That's great. And I guess starting in September, people are going to start getting back into the swing of things again with the nets and everything. So the nets will be a bit more active. And I guess bank conditions. I'm starting to notice an improvement in bank conditions as well as we get closer to fall.
Yes, I keep hearing everybody mention that, and I have noticed it as well on a few occasions. I was actually able to hear the guys up on the nickel belt net there without the use of the web SDR. So conditions are creeping up into our favor, and so as well as people coming back from the cottage, campers, and whatnot. So yeah, how about you? How are you doing?
I'm doing okay, can't complain. Got some yard work to do, some grass mowing and stuff to do that. As the grass is growing so slowly now that you kind of lose track, and then you look at it and you go, oh yeah, I should mow. I should do some mowing. So I'm gonna get out and do that hopefully tomorrow if it's cool enough. And I'm not a big fan of humidity either, so I tend to avoid doing any outdoor work when it's humid because I just don't have any tolerance for it anymore. I used to when I was young, but not I'm older. I sweat pretty easily when it's pretty humid out there.
Yes, Rob. I was just talking to Terry there or Butch, sorry, that checked in before you, and he also is not a big fan, and neither am I. So my front lawn, I think I'm going to attack it tonight as the sun goes down. Otherwise, yeah, if I miss the opportunity, then so be it. But I usually wait for that sun to go down and give me some shade, and then I'm usually good to go. But we'll attack the backyard over the weekend there. Rob, back to you.
Yeah, I might do a piecemeal as well. I don't think I'm going to do it all in one shot. Probably do the front. Maybe I'll do the front after supper, and then maybe attack the rest of the lawn, like the backyard side there on another day. That's the beauty about being retired, right? It's you can take your own time. As long as your house doesn't look like the vegetation around your house doesn't require the use of a machete, everything's good.
Exactly. Work at your own pace. You're the boss, unless unless your spouse would like priority things. So then she's the boss. But yeah, regardless, that's always nice to not have to rush to accomplish your tasks.
Yeah, let's not kid ourselves, eh, Chuck? Happy wife, happy life. What that implies is that she's the boss.
Yes, I was trying to be politically correct there, and I know exactly what you mean there, Rob. So, right on. Have you've been keeping up with your Saturday morning nets, have you?
Yeah. Thanks for asking there, Chuck. I was just having a chuckle when I said that before. But yeah, last Saturday, we had a couple of days. Last Saturday, and then 2 weeks before that, there was some really nice band conditions on 2 meters, and we had guys with verticals working FN04 and working the guys up in FN04 and FN02. There was some really good propagation going on. The guys up in FN04, they're up in Lindsay. Bob and Lindsay was coming in here like S9. It was just beautiful. So this is, as we get closer to fall, this is where we're going to start noticing, I think, some really nice openings. That's when that 2 meters, VHF and UHF, you know, you get the tropo happening best in the fall. That's when things really, really start to cook.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it because I got to be honest, Rob. You know, solar maximum was what, last year? And this new 2026 has been terrible. Band conditions in general. Of course, we got the odd few days here and there, but for the most part, I haven't been impressed being this close to the maximum just on our way down there, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, VA3CJZ, VA3ROR. You're right about that, Chuck. Well, this solar maximum wasn't the best either. You know, it wasn't a very good one. But you never know. You know, like the solar cycle 23. I remember it had 2 peaks. It peaked and then it dropped for a little while and then it peaked again. So you know that could very well happen again. There's no telling what these solar maxima are going to do. So we'll have to wait and see. But I saw that the solar flux about a week and a half ago went down under 100 at one point, and I thought, oh, that's interesting. But you know, the bottom line, Chuck. I mean, you came in before the solar maximum came in, and there's still DX. You can still have some DX that happens, you know, outside of the solar maximum, you know, even the solar minimum, you can still get some interesting DX happening. So it's not a, you know, a total loss for a solar minimum, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm looking forward to a possibility of getting maybe a second peak or a slight peak even would be nice. But yeah, you know, let's see now, 2018 was when I got my ticket, so I missed the last solar maximum, but yeah, it's interesting. Well, you know, I was on 11 meters before that, so I've seen a few solar maximum and minimums in my time.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. You really see it on 11 meters for sure. And I remember you telling me how many countries you've worked there. And I think you've done them all on phone, right? You've got over 100, right?
Right. I've got 156 countries / entities as of right now, and it's all on phone.
Good for you. That's excellent. Because you have to work for that. I'll leave it at that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you got that right. And it's been a lot of fun. You know, I really enjoy phone, single sideband. I like FM. Uh, you know, and the odd time you pick up some AM. But yeah, I like voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the same with me, Chuck. I had to do my CW back when I got my ticket, and then when I didn't need to use it anymore, I dropped it like a hot potato because I just didn't feel like I was. It didn't feel. You know, it's not as intimate as you know, hearing somebody's voice. You know, you talk with somebody on the radio, you're hearing their voice. You know, when you, not to knock CW or any of the digital modes or anything, but I'm not hearing a human voice there, and I'd rather hear a human voice than hear digital. That's just my personal feeling. Over.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, if things get really bad on um, uh, on phone during the solar minimum. I might consider digital, but for me, it's uh, the uh, the challenge of picking up maybe a weak station, not just strong ones, but to pick up some weak stations and from very unique places in the world. That's what excites me.
Victor Echo 3, Foxtrot, Juliet, November.
There's Colin. Okay, I'm not going to keep it too much longer here. Sorry about that, Colin, and sorry, Chuck. Yeah, that's when I got my ticket the first 10 or so years, I was DXing like a madman. I loved it so much. But now it's more the ranking that I enjoy. But yeah, that's fantastic. That's really good. Anyway, I'll pass it back to Net Control, and if you want to say hi to Colin there, I'm going to say hi to Colin as well. And we'll pass it back to you there, Chuck. VA3CJZ, VA3ROR.
Okay, very good, Rob. Well, thank you so much for checking in. We haven't chatted in a while, and it's always a pleasure. And so I've got you down in my log. You're an S9 there, Rob. And so let's send it over to Colin. Victor Echo 3, Foxtrot Juliet, November. Colin, come on in.
Yeah, VA3CJZ with V3ROR just about to sign the Victor Echo 3, Foxtrot Juliet, November. And again, good afternoon to you, Chuck. Chuck might have told you, Rob, that he kept me company on my 2 to 3 PL pretty well for the whole hour. Despite putting out calls, no one else came back to me. And Chuck, I'm beginning to hear some of those static crashes that you were mentioning an hour or so ago. Anyway, talking about propagation and good years of propagation, I think it must have been into the 70s, into the 80s, where we had really great sunspot cycle, and I can remember working God knows how many countries on 2 watts. I think in those days, I'm sure I had the 440 as well, the 10 wood. But I think in those days I had the 10-Tech 509, and it could only put out 2 watts. And I can remember working all sorts of countries on 2 watts, and I think it was, as I say, somewhere between maybe the late 70s into the earlier 80s before it started to go down. But even on the downward spiral, it was still not bad as I recall. So I've got those logs somewhere. I should look them up just to see who it was that I worked in, for which country. But I remember getting into Europe really a lot, and down into South America, and I think I worked quite a number of the Caribbean islands, and all sorts of places in Europe. I got into Russia. I think at one day, I worked either Australia or New Zealand. That didn't happen too often. But anyway, it just showed you what the propagation was like way back then. It was a good cycle. Anyway, VA3CJZ and the possible V3ROR still on the side, V3FJN.
Yes, sir, Colin. You're absolutely right. The mid to late 70s were awesome on 11 meters, as I didn't even know anyone with an amateur radio, let alone a license, and so I did many years off and on 11 meters, and the late 70s was a really good one, and there was another one, I think in the 90s that was really good as well. Anyhow, I don't know if Rob is still there. I think Colin wanted to say hello to you there. Rob, are you still there?
Yes, I am. Hi, Colin. Good to hear you. And I remember the 89, 90 peak around there. That's when I got my ham ticket, just around that time. And it was a nice Cycle 22, I think it was. It was a nice Solar Maxima. I don't think any of the Solar Maxima since then has been as good. But that's the best one that I experienced anyway. So the timing was good. I got on just as it was starting to peak and went nuts DX. At that time, my favorite band was 10 meters. You could rock the world on 25 watts, and it was just wonderful. But there's a lot of other aspects of the hobby that are good, and it's DXing is fun. But I gotta say, in what 2018, so you've been a licensed ham for 8 years. You've accomplished quite a bit in 8 years on just phone there, Chuck. I had a friend, I still have a friend in Montreal. He's still a ham. He got licensed just about a month or two before me, and he worked just about every DXCC entity, 300 plus, with an R5 vertical. He lived in an apartment. He was allowed to put up an R5 vertical on his balcony, and 100 watts. He just about worked them all there, Chuck. Over.
Wow, that's fantastic. 300 plus there. Yeah, that's he's been if they had these do they have radios now that log your hours that you're on, because that would be neat, so to log I don't know, your transmissions, that would be neat.
Yeah. Well, he was at it. He was constantly DXing, constantly. He was at it all the time, and he even got North Korea. The one time since he's been a ham, since 1990, where there's been a successful station that was allowed to transmit from North Korea, but for a very short period. He managed to work North Korea, Papa 5 as well.
Wow, that's amazing. I think I have South Korea, but not North. And yes, there's all kinds. There's um, maritime mobiles, there's aeronautical mobiles, and all manner of transportation that transmits as well. So that's pretty neat. What do you say there, Colin? Over to you.
Yeah, right you are, Chuck, and that friend of yours in Montreal certainly did really well, Rob. I can remember getting my license way back in June of 1970, and I was the only ham. I lived on East 21st Street in those days, and that was the day. Those were the days of television interference, and there used to be a couple of fellows who lived across the street from me in East 21st, and he came over and said, you're causing me some interference. So I said to him, you want to come down to the shack and I'll show you what's causing the interference. And so I came down, and lo and behold, two of them came down, and lo and behold, did I not get them hooked on ham radio. I told them sort of where to go and what they had to do and all that sort of thing. And I can't remember their names now, but I remember that we used to have to be very careful that we weren't on the same band and close on frequencies, you to remember, at the same time. That the causing interference got two other folks who didn't know anything about ham radio interested in ham radio, and they both got their licenses.
I'll pass it over to that. That's really interesting. I think you mentioned that to me before that call. Talk about turning a bad situation into a good one. My wife's just calling me now, so I'm gonna have to get off the radio here. I'll pass it over to you, Chuck. Over to you, Chuck. VROR 7-3.
Okay, Rob 7-3, and thank you for checking in and the lovely QSO. And so I'll pass it back over to Colin, and then maybe I'll do another call out and see if there's anyone else listening that would like to check in. Victor Echo 3, Foxtrot Juliet November, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
Juliet Zulu, Victor Echo 3, Foxtrot Juliet November. Returning very good there, Chuck. Yes, it's too bad there's not so many folk hearing us from Hamilton today, because of course we're not far apart, but both of you are 5'9" plus up here on top of the hill. No bother at all in coffee. Just the way the propagation is, I suppose. Can't do too much about it. Anyway, and those days, I can't remember if it was you and Rob who were talking about. Someone was always on the radio, and I can remember. I don't do that now. I can stay up until 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning and get up and go to work. Like I used to do, and working the bands, especially when the propagation was good. And I would be, if I was down here, I'd be falling off my chair, Chuck, because I'd go to sleep. But I can remember certainly working all sorts of stations on 75 meters and also 40, and sometimes some of the other bands. But I think in those days, my favorite band was 15 meters. I got a lot of contacts on 15 meters. And of course, those days, the Waltz bands weren't in existence. VA3CJZ, VA3FKN.
Oh, very good there, Colin. Yeah, sounds like it was a lot of fun. On 15 meters there. I know sometimes it opens up, and when it does, it's great. So listen, I heard some CW underneath you, Colin, and so maybe it'd be a good time to do another call out, and I'll say thank you for checking in, but if you want to hang around till the end, that's fine. We're at 3:53 p.m. And this is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. On behalf of VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike, Chuck in Hamilton, stepping in for Rick and Marty as they are away. And so I'm looking for check-ins. Anyone, anywhere.
Charlie Oscar Foxtrot.
Okay, I got Victor Echo 3, Charlie Echo Foxtrot. Is that correct?
Charlie Oscar Foxtrot, Damien up in Bracebridge.
Oh, Damien. Okay, very good. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Oscar Foxtrot. Yeah, it's a little bit rough copy there, Colin, but how are things up there?
Yeah, no coffee at all, Chuck.
Not too much so far, but I'm just barely picking you up on my G-line, so I'll be just in and out. I can check.
Okay, Damien. Yes, sir. I got a very faint copy on you, but I'll say thank you for checking in. from Huntsville, I believe. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Oscar, Foxtrot. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet, Zulu. Anything else there, Damien?
That's all, I'll give you the 73, Alpha 3, Charlie.
Okay, very good, Damien. Thanks again for your check-in, and enjoy the rest of the week. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, Chuck in Hamilton. On behalf of Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike, both operators are unavailable today, and so I'm looking for check-ins. Anyone, anywhere. All right, Colin, I'll send it back over to you, sir, if you're still there. VE3 Foxtrot Juliet November.
VA3 Charlie Juliet Zulu Victor Echo 3 Foxtrot Juliet November. Yes, I'll be around until the end of your hour, Chuck. And yeah, I'm still hearing the static crashes, but they're not too bad, I must say. And I was at that stage wondering, do I hear somebody? Can I hear Charlie Oscar Fox, or am I just daydreaming it? But I certainly couldn't copy him, but I wasn't 100% sure. So he was in Huntsville, Damien. I don't think I've run across that call sign before, Chuck.
I believe Damien is a member of the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club, and he comes on occasionally, and sometimes he even comes down at 2 meters and checks in with me on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group Net that I host on Wednesday evenings. And so yeah, it's nice to hear those people check in once in a while there, Colin.
That's right, Chuck. It must be. I feel for the hams that check in, and you wonder, I'm on the TransProvincial Net, and I'm not copying them. Oh dear. And fortunately, quite often there's always someone who does, but you feel sorry if there's nobody around, and you sort of, I know there's someone in there, give me your call again, and you sort of try it 2 or 3 times, and then say, well, I'm sorry, can't copy you. Which net were you and Rob talking about on that he does on Saturday?
Oh yes, Colin does a net Saturday mornings. Geez, I'll have to look up the frequency there. It's on, I think it's on 2 meters, sideband, lower side. I think it's lower side. I'll have to look it up, Colin, and get back to you. But it starts at 8:30 Saturday mornings on 2 meter lower sideband there. Over.
Okay, right, yeah. You've got a frequency which I can't just think of all the time, that I often talk to Rob on. I think it's a simplest frequency that Rob monitors. So anyway, maybe I'll have to ask him when I talk to him again, which is quite often. I talk to him on the simplex frequency. Find out what it is, and if we can join in, we'll try and give him a call. So anyway, you learn something new every day, Chuck.
Yes, I sometimes get up that early, and I've checked in. It's on sideband, so it is simplex sideband. I would look around the 2 meter sideband call frequency for sideband there, and go from there. But I could try and get a hold of you and give you that frequency before the weekend there, Colin.
Yeah, right. I probably have it, Rob. I've got a Bayphone, which works really quite well, but it's a heck of a thing to try and program and get frequencies into and so forth. It's not straightforward, so when I want a frequency put in, Rob very kindly comes and puts it in for me. I've got the information, but it just doesn't seem to work for me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I'm pretty happy with my setup, Colin. And so I don't want to mess around, except maybe have an eyeball on the equipment, make sure everything is secured and no broken wires. And so yeah, and I mean for 10 meters, I just use basically what they used to use for CB, and a SolarCon A99, 20 feet off the ground on two top rail fence poles, and 20 feet, I mean, 20 feet off the ground, and I can talk around the world, no problem.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good, Chuck. As I'm sure I told you, I have the D5RV here, and I've made, not recently I must admit, but over the years I've certainly made, I've made quite a number of contacts on 10 meter, but I've made it for a while. I told you that my place is quite small, and it's just managed to fit it in, and it works quite well when the band is open at 10 meters. I think I told you about having the roofers come in and put on the new roof more than 10 years ago now, and the fellow who came round to do the assessment, oh yeah, you can leave the antenna out. They've got lots of space they can work without bothering that leg of your antenna. And of course, someone cut the one leg, got to the end of that leg under the shingle. I was wondering what the heck was going on. Chuck.
Ah, yes, I see. Listen, Colin, I'm hearing some digital on this frequency. This frequency is in use, and we have gone over the hour there, Colin. And so I want to say thank you very much for keeping me company and checking in with me as I keep you company when I can. I'm not sure. I heard that the Ottawa station will not be available at 4 o'clock. But I'm wondering if anyone else was stepping in for HVA. So I'll take a standby to see if there's anyone else from the Ottawa area that's taking over the net. And so this is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet, Zulu.
V3, X-ray, Bravo Lima.
VE3 X-ray Bravo Lima, VA3CJZ. Good evening. Who do we have here? This is Chuck in Hamilton.
Okay, Chuck. VA3 Charlie Juliet Zulu. This V3 XPL. Ken here in Paris, Ontario. And we've been covering this for Rick HVA, who's off with a hip replacement. So we're going to call out to some of the people we know and see if we can get some contacts. Back to you.
Okay, Ken, very good. Nice to meet you. And so I apologize for running over, but lost track. And so I'll send it over to you, sir, and it's all yours. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu 73.
73, thanks for doing the net here. VA3 Charlie Juliet Zulu. This is V3 XPL. Ken here, Paris, Ontario. Covering for Rick, V3 HVA, who's off with a hip replacement. So we're going to look around here, and first of all, I think I'll try to get Colin to come in because I haven't talked to him for a while. So Colin, V3 XPL here. V3FJN. Come on in, Colin. You still there?
Yes, a very good afternoon to you again, VE3XBL, V3FJN, and a bit of starting up here, some static crashes, but I'm still able to call for you in Paris. And Chuck, Fred, Ken always checks into this hour with Rick, and originally he was in London, but he moved last year to the mighty metropolis of Paris. Anyway, I hope all is going well with you, Ken. I had Chuck keep me company for my 2 to 3 p.m. hour today, and also yesterday. And that 2 to 3 p.m. hour has been very, 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 very quiet. Most of the stations I've been hearing on that hour have been local, all in Hamilton. But anyway, that's the way that it goes. I hope everything is going well, Ken. Nice day here, lots of sunshine, about 27, 28 degrees. A bit of a southwest wind. They're talking about it picking up maybe to about 40 to 45 kilometers an hour, but it's not reached that yet. V3XBL, V3XBL.
Okay, V3FGN, V3XBL, very good there, Colin. Yeah, nice weather here too in Paris. Good weather. Had a little rain this afternoon, but not too much, and it's about 25 Celsius. Sort of cloud and sun on and off here, but everything else is pretty good. So you take care, and thanks for checking in with us. And maybe we'll catch you another day. We're going to go down the list here and see if we can bring some other people, regulars, off Rick's list here into the net. So you take care. Good hearing you.
Yeah, very good, Ken. No rain here in Hamilton. We avoided the rain. We sent it to Paris. So, are you going to be covering this hour until Rick gets back, Ken?
Okay, thank you very much for tuning in. This is VA3CJZ saying have a great day. So long for now. 7-3.